From old items to unreleased weapons that have accidentally been put into LTMs multiple times in the past, there's a lot of items that actually exist within the Fortnite Files. So what's going on, champs and champettes? My name's FireMonkey, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing and talking about weapons that have been recently updated in Chapter 3 Season 1 to potentially make their return in the near future. And what better place to start than an old shotgun many have come to love. The heavy shotgun had actually been updated in Chapter 3 Season 1, and you can see the stats and everything on screen right now. However, something I want to get right into right away here is that 1, the stats that it's currently using are called Test Weapon 10, so these can change over time. These can change before they officially release in the game files. 2, this has actually been removed from the files in the past, meaning that it wasn't here a few updates ago, and in this update, they added it back to the game files. And then finally, 3, they changed the description of this, which is something that I find super interesting. So the description states the following: heavy shotgun, pump shotgun with a large magazine that fires slugs for medium range effectiveness. Now, the reason why I wanted to point out this specific line in this description change is because of the fact that with these test weapon stats, it appears that instead of firing, multiple pellets at once, instead each shot is only going to shoot one bullet, and that is why this weapon is going to do a little bit more damage at medium range, but it is going to be a little bit more worse than it used to be in previous seasons when it came to close range combat. So it is very interesting to see that they may be revamping the heavy shotgun completely to make it a little bit more interesting and gimmicky for the Chapter 3 Season 1 island. But with that said, it's time to hop on over to an item that has been unvaulted in LTMs multiple times and then revaulted in those LTMs but was never released into the normal loot pool, and that is the machine pistol. Originally, right when Chapter 3 Season 1 launched, people are originally able to get the machine pistol in creative mode because they had added it to the creative menu. They gave it the Chapter 3 Season 1 flipped creative tag, and it was just sitting there until one day Epic Games removed it because they're like, oh yeah, that isn't in our loot pool yet. So what this makes me think is with the fact that they actually have it set in the creative menu for Chapter 3 Season 1's flipped season, we might actually see this machine pistol unvaulted in all game modes, or at least, the normal solos, duos, trio, squad game mode in the very near future as they bring more items back to the island, as we've recently seen with them unvaulting the clingers. And now our third item that might be arriving on the Chapter 3 Season 1 island in the near future is something that you may not have expected. As you guys may remember, we used to have treasure maps in the game a long time ago back in Chapter 1, where you would basically open up this treasure map, it would tell you an X marks the spot location, taking you directly towards it, and then you would literally dig up a chest from the ground and actually grab the loot from within it. Well, according to Hypex, the treasure maps have been updated this season to not be stashable and tints, and Epic Games is also working on a rover version of them that we don't know what it looks like yet. So it appears that a revamped version of the treasure maps is in the works for a release in the near future, and it will be one of the few items that you're actually unable to stash in your tints at all. So with that said, it's very interesting to see that we might actually see the return of this pretty gimmicky item that I find really fun. But with that said, in today's question comment of the day, I want to know down below, which item are you most excited to return, be revamped, added, whatever it might be, and I'll catch you champs and champettes tomorrow with another YouTube video. Peace out.